Welcome to the glittering world of Calabasas, where the sun always shines on the wealthy, and the secrets are buried deeper than the luxury pools. We all know her name, Kim Kardashian. But behind the perfectly curated Instagram feeds and the billion-dollar shapewear empire lies a story far more complex and chilling than any reality TV script could ever capture. It all began in the early 2000s, a time of low-rise jeans and flashing paparazzi bulbs, where a young woman with a vision decided she would be famous at any cost. Today, we peel back the layers of the most influential family in history to uncover what really happened in the shadows of their rise. This isn't just a story about fame. It's a story about the machinery of modern power and the casualties left in its wake. Join me as we explore the hidden narrative that the public was never meant to see, starting from the very foundation of the Kardashian mythos. Every empire has a foundation, and for the Kardashians, that foundation was built on the ruins of a high-profile tragedy. Long before the reality shows, there was the O.J. Simpson trial, a moment that thrust Robert Kardashian into the spotlight and gave a young Kim her first taste of the intoxicating and toxic nature of public attention. She watched as her father navigated a world where truth was secondary to narrative and where the court of public opinion was more powerful than any judge. This exposure created a blueprint for her future, a realization that scandal could be converted into currency if managed correctly. But as the family rose, rumors began to swirl about the lengths they would go to stay relevant. Was the infamous leaked tape truly an accident? Or was it a cold, calculated move, orchestrated by the momager herself? The trigger for their global dominance was a moment of deep personal vulnerability turned into a global commodity, setting a precedent for a life where nothing is off-limits, and everything is for sale. As the fame grew, so did the whispers of a darker side to their success, the so-called Kardashian Curse. Critics and theorists pointed to the string of broken lives and public meltdowns of the men who entered their orbit. From Lamar Odom to Kanye West, the narrative began to form that being near this level of calculated celebrity comes with a heavy psychological price. It wasn't just about bad luck. It was about the crushing pressure of a 24/7 reality production where every emotion is a potential plot point. Behind the scenes, the stress was mounting. Kim herself was no longer just a person. She was a brand that required constant maintenance, leading to an obsession with perfection that bordered on the clinical. The conflict wasn't just external with the media, it was internal. How do you maintain a soul when your entire existence is a product? The pressure of maintaining this facade began to crack the very foundation they had built, leading to moments of genuine terror that no PR team could spin. By the mid-2010s, Kim had transitioned from a reality star to a global icon, but this ascent required a level of control that was unprecedented. She and Kris Jenner reportedly utilized a massive network of NDAs and private investigators to keep their secrets buried. Anyone who dared to speak out about the reality behind the reality was met with swift legal action. This era marked the transition into a digital fortress. Every photo was edited to an impossible standard, every tweet was vetted, and every public appearance was a tactical maneuver. Yet, the more they controlled the narrative, the more the public craved the truth. Rumors of shadow contracts and manipulated storylines became the talk of the industry. They weren't just participating in pop culture, they were rewriting the rules of human interaction to favor the brand over the individual. This wasn't just business anymore. It was a psychological operation on a global scale, and Kim was the general at the front lines, wearing a designer armor that was starting to feel like a cage. Then came the night in Paris, the moment the illusion of invincibility was shattered in the most violent way possible. In 2016, Kim was robbed at gunpoint in her hotel room, a climax of the very visibility she had worked so hard to achieve. For the first time, the cameras weren't there to capture it, and the aftermath wasn't something that could be fixed with a simple press release. This event forced a reckoning. The secret she had kept from herself was that her fame had made her a target, and the very lifestyle she flaunted had become her greatest liability. The world watched, some with sympathy, and others with a cruel sense of she asked for it. This was the breaking point, where the reality of her life collided with the fantasy of her brand. The trauma was real. The fear was palpable. And for a moment, the machine stopped. Kim retreated from the spotlight, and in that silence, the dark truth about the cost of total transparency became undeniable. She was a prisoner of her own success, trapped in a golden room with the doors locked from the outside. Recovery wasn't just about physical safety. It was about reclaiming her narrative from the brink of collapse. During her time away, Kim began to uncover even deeper secrets about the industry she helped build. She realized that the same systems that protected her also exploited others, leading her to an unexpected pivot toward law and social justice. But even this noble pursuit was met with skepticism. Was this a genuine change of heart, or the ultimate PR pivot to ensure longevity? As she delved into the legal system, the dark secrets of the American carceral state mirrored the dark secrets of her own industry, both built on visibility, leverage, and the commodification of human stories. The climax of her journey wasn't just a robbery. It was the realization that power, once obtained, must be used for something more than just personal gain, or it will eventually consume you. She was fighting a battle on two fronts, for her reputation and for the lives of those the system had forgotten, all while the world waited for her to slip up. The resolution of the Kardashian saga is still being written, but the shift is permanent. Kim emerged from her trauma not as the girl from the tape, but as a woman seeking to dismantle the very systems that could have destroyed her. She began using her massive platform to lobby the White House and free the wrongfully accused, proving that her influence could indeed move the needle of justice. However, the shadow of the past never truly disappears. The dark secrets, the manipulated feuds, the filtered bodies, the relentless pursuit of more, continue to haunt the brand. She has reached a level of success where she is both the hero and the villain of her own story. The resolution is a quiet one, a realization that she can never go back to being just a girl from Los Angeles. She is the architect of a new era of fame, one where the secret to survival is constant evolution and the ability to turn every shadow into a source of light, even if that light is artificial. Looking back, we see that the story of Kim Kardashian is the story of our modern age. It's a reflection of our own desires to be seen, to be wealthy, and to be perfect. The dark secret isn't just hers, it's ours. We are the ones who clicked, the ones who followed, and the ones who demanded more. She simply gave the world what it wanted, and in return, the world gave her everything, and took her privacy. Today, she sits atop a mountain of her own making, a testament to the power of human will and the strange, often dark alchemy of modern celebrity. The secrets that remain are the ones kept in the quiet moments between the posts, the moments where the camera is finally off and the brand is put to bed. In those moments, we wonder if the trade was worth it. The legacy she leaves behind will be studied for decades, not as a fashion statement, but as a masterclass in survival within a digital panopticon. So, what is the moral of this modern myth? It's that fame is a double-edged sword that cuts deepest when you're at the top. The dark secret of Kim Kardashian is that there is no secret, only the relentless, exhausting work of maintaining an image in a world that loves to watch things break. It teaches us that while you can build a kingdom on a narrative, you must be prepared to live within its walls forever. The cost of the American dream, when taken to its extreme, is the loss of the self. As we move forward in an era of social media influencers and digital personas, her story serves as a warning and a blueprint. Beauty, wealth, and power are fleeting, but the impact of how you use your voice is what truly lasts. Be careful what you wish for, because in the world of the Kardashians, you might just get it, along with everything else that comes with the crown. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the shadows of the Kardashian empire. This journey through fame, scandal, and redemption shows us just how much goes on behind the scenes of the world's most famous family. If you enjoyed this exploration of the dark side of celebrity culture, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive. What do you think is the biggest secret the Kardashians are still hiding? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it intriguing and share it with someone who can't get enough of true crime and pop culture mysteries. I'm your narrator, and I'll see you in the next one, where we uncover more of the truths they don't want you to know. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and as always, keep watching.